Yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo. I think everything is live. Audio should be okay. Music, fine. Camera angles all look fine. Chat is also perfectly fine. And now it is time for some viewer comments. Bam, 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 bam. Ba, ba, ba. Love to. Let's swap this over. Got my books ready. Bloop. Check out the Forbidden International stores. I'm told they have different discounts to the main store. No travelling man in London, which is a bit sad, to be fair. Man, I wish we had Barnes & Nobles over here. They look so big. Every video that I've seen, it's just shelving upon shelving of old manga and new manga, out of print manga. It's just always on the shelves. I'm jelly that you guys have BNN. There we go. Sort the music out. Jelly that you guys have BNN. I see our print manga on the shelves all the time in videos. F. Born! Where you at, my guy? Are you? I just feel psychic. It's psychic. No? Oh, it's an S in there. My bad. Ba-bam. A used Korean bookstore. What is a used Korean bookstore? Is it just a bookstore that is run by Korean people? Or is it actually a Korean bookstore? Oh, it's all in Korean. A Korean bookstore sounds sweet. Anything like that in London? I think Barnes and Nobles have a load of Japanese manga, which is pretty cool. We don't have anything like that over here. More foreign manga on our shelves. Bum, 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 bum. Where's this from? Is it from Black Lagoon? I have not watched Black Lagoon in years. I think I should start reading it soon. I'm pretty behind. Bum, 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 bum. Let me finish up these comments. Wait, did I just reply to... No, that wasn't Born. You enjoyed the non-shopping portion. Josh, what do you mean non-shopping portion? It was all shopping. What do you mean? It was all shopping. Yeah, I have no doubt that the Mario manga is going to be dirt boring. It's going to suck. Big time. What editing video software do I use? What do I use? Final Cut Pro. I use Final Cut Pro for all the video editing, which is exclusively on Mac. On Mac, sadly. I find a lot of vlogging videos, especially manga ones, a lot of people post up long ones. And not that I don't enjoy them, I tend to just put them on like fast forward, like maybe 1.25 or 1.5 depending on who it is. Yeah, but some people tend to go on a little bit longer, but I still watch them nonetheless. But I'd rather keep my videos a lot shorter just because I'm small. Lots of video game manga now. Yeah, there is. I've seen a lot of Kirby stuff. Assassin's Creed's been out for a while. Zelda's also been out for a while. What else I see? Splatoon has also been out for a while. I'm trying to think of anything else. Animal Crossing. They've got Animal Crossing. Although I don't know if that was just like a one-off thing or if that's a continuation thing. There might be a Windows version. Or maybe it's like, I don't know. What do they call it? Boot Camp? Is it Boot Camp? Where you load Mac inside. No, I think that's where you load Windows inside a MacBook. Yeah, there might be a thingy version. To be fair, there's so many online video editors. You don't really need to go and buy one. And, not Photoshop. Adobe Premiere Pro. That's it. You have to pay a monthly subscription for that. The one I have, Final Cut Pro, that's you pay a one-off premium and then you have it for the rest of your life. No matter how many updates they do, it's all free. But it's still quite a lot of money. I think it's like $400. I think it's like £300 in the UK. So it's still quite a lot of money. But Born, how was your weekend? is anything to go by, who's like the biggest YouTuber of all time, he said if you've got 60% viewer retention rate or average percentage viewed, 60% is like the best. It's like really high. It's high. I'm happy with that. I mentioned last stream that mangaka seem to do that quite a lot, and Oda has mentioned it in his SBS that they have to kind of he has to consider the volume. It's not just about doing the individual chapters; it's also about the volumes themselves, making sure that the chapters coincide with the volume. So when the last chapter is read, it's left on some sort of cliffhanger or something interesting that engages readers to continue reading. Which I think at this point for One Piece, I don't think he can do anything wrong, but it really does show when you look at newer series, and they continue to do that kind of practice. I'm looking forward to it. I haven't purchased any more volumes. I think I'm on volume 3 still, but I haven't purchased any more. But I will at some point. Has there been any time skip or anything, or are they still like young girls? Because I think they're like what? I think pre-teens, like 12, 13, maybe 14. They are young, from what I remember. Right. Let me... I'm going to finish off these comments real quick, and then there's a couple of bits of manga news that I want to look over. Sexual assault and victim blaming? Wow. Get serious then. So it was within, I'm presuming it was, when you say within the manga, do you mean like in the middle of the book or at the front? Like where all the context, all the index is at the beginning? That's crazy. I guess maybe because the story itself isn't anything that you would deem explicit, is it? So it's quite, I think it's relatively calm. So I guess when you're reading, it's most likely quite daunting for some people to suddenly be thrown into that kind of thing. Noho, how's it going? Hello, hello, hello. Right, so what do I have here? I'm just getting my Twitter feed up because there's a few things that I found quite interesting. There you are. Right. You're good? I'm glad you're good. Yeah, I'm all good. I had a good weekend. I played a few of my friends at poker and I won, which was awesome. I didn't win a lot. I won £40, which is around $50. Not a huge amount, but that means now that I have enough to purchase some manga. Like everybody always spends their money on, I'm going to spend mine straight on some more books. Ah, porn, that's crazy. Yeah, I've never heard of anything like that. Although I've only read like 300-400 books. But still, that's crazy. Hopefully it starts off, hopefully it doesn't continue with that kind of stuff. Well, not that, well, me personally, I don't really care. But it's more than more other people, more other readers, probably the younger readers. They're the ones that are going to be potentially affected by it. Now, there was a little announcement a little while ago for the Marshall anime, which is very interesting. I think this was almost destined to happen. I hear a lot of people having mixed feelings about this one. Born, I know you said you're not particularly keeping up to date with it all that much, but I still am, and I'm still enjoying it. Some people tend to not enjoy the comedy aspect, so they drop it straight away. Some people seem to like the comedy aspect, and now that it's kind of stopped that, it's gone into a more serious, typical shonen battle series. Some people aren't particularly too interested in it, but I'll be interested to see who actually picks this one up. I'm always surprised when they announce anime that they don't always just announce the studio straight away. Not that it really matters. I guess they kind of just want to get a trailer out, and that's when normally you find out who the studio is. Either way, I'm looking forward to it. There's a few fight scenes in the first few chapters, few volumes, sorry, that I'm looking forward to being animated. Typically, most seasonal anime, so 12 episodes, you normally get through around 4/5 volumes, depending on how dense it is. Jujutsu Kaisen, for example, was 24, which would normally be around 8 volumes. And it hit 8.5, I think. I think it started going into volume 9. But then that's less, that's not as dialogue heavy. There's a lot more fighting in that one. But yeah, I'm super looking forward to Marshall. But also what got recommended, also got announced, was Blue Giant, which I'm looking forward to reading at some point. It's not a full anime series. It's a movie, which I didn't know. So this is going to be quite interesting. Hopefully it turns out well. I know it's quite heavily regarded as a pretty good series. I don't know myself, but again, I'll probably most likely pick up the manga before picking up this, before watching this. Most likely because if it's a movie, it will go out in Japan first, and then it'll probably be a year before we even see it outside of there. And then most likely, I don't know. I think I find with a lot of music anime, they're normally more well received because obviously it comes to music. When you're reading the book, you don't really get that. But then obviously I don't know what Blue Giant's about. I don't know if it's just about hearing the music or what. But yeah, I know a lot of people are excited for this one, but it looks good. It looks good. You're planning on reading it soon? Yeah, definitely. I would. It's on my list to buy. But like I said, it'll be interesting to see how it turns out because music, obviously, you can only get so much through reading. But then it depends on what the story's like. For example, if you're reading Shonen Jump, they've got PPP, which is all about a group of family pianists, and a lot of the, not gimmick, but a lot of the series just follows the characters and the way that they play music almost gives off like a hallucination for people, almost like the pianist's imagination and the way that they play just exudes into the real world, and people almost feel the music and see the music visibly. Now, it doesn't translate very well. Artistically, you can see that it does, but I can imagine seeing that flow in anime form will probably look better and just feel better. But yeah, I don't really know much about Blue Giant, but it'll be interesting to see how this one pans out. And also, if you're a fan of Dr. Stone, the guys who did the first opening are also coming back for season 3, which is pretty good. I didn't really like the first opening. I was more interested in the second one. And I don't really know the band's other works. They've done a few other openings for different anime. But this season should be good. I think this is probably going to be the best Dr. Stone has been, in my opinion. I know a lot of people liked the Stone Wars, which was last season. This one should be good. Very much looking forward to season 3 and seeing how well it's animated. And just quickly, before I click on all these, what is this? This. Bam! Inyo Asano has recently finished off Dead Demons, Dead Destruction, which is on everybody's recommendation. Everyone's recommending it, and yeah, he's already on his next works, which is really surprising. I don't understand how I guess they've got so many ideas in their head they just can't help but put pen to paper and just get the next thing out. I don't think there's any synopsis. We don't know anything about it. We just know that he's working on something, which will be coming out later in the year. So we probably won't see this until much, much later. Probably summer, maybe even the winter 2023. Such a long way away. But yeah, I don't have, I think I've only got one Inyo Asano works, which is Solanin. But I don't think I'll be waiting to read this one before buying anything else. I think I'll pick up some of his other works as well. I can imagine most people are going to be excited for this one. And speaking of manga volumes, Oricon released their weekly releases weekly sales figures, and still, crazily, Spy Family is still dominating the top 10, top 20, sorry. Volume 8, which recently just came out, Volume 9, sorry, that recently just came out, is still selling like 40,000 units in a week, which is crazy, which is like quadruple the amount of a standard volume. And even the rest of the series is still doing like 30, 30, 30. Most of them are doing 30,000. I don't understand how they can still do this week on week on week on week. But it's crazy. And the fact that number 9 has been out for so long and it's still within the top 10. And I'm also surprised that One Punch Man is selling not this kind of figure. I thought One Punch Man was selling a lot more than it is. But then again, it's only been 10 days so far for this one. It sold 200,000 copies. I thought most of their units were selling closer to 1 million, but maybe that's just me. You read Solonin, but Goodnight Pullman got spoiled for you. Ah, oh, that's annoying. It's frustrating because every so often I'll go through Twitter and someone will say they've just finished Goodnight Pun Pun, but I try and breeze past it. I'm sorry that someone spoiled that for you. I feel like I don't know anything about Pun Pun. It's again on my recommendations list to purchase, but I feel like it's what is it, 7, 8 volumes? If someone's spoiling it and the spoiler is at the end, then that's such a commitment to lose out on. It's different if someone's spoiling something that's within the first volume, because you can read that and then just read the rest of it. But depending on what they've spoiled for you, that's kind of annoying. And especially if you're a type of person who likes to purchase physical copies, because that obviously is then money that you've spent that you may or may not want to, you may not want to read them now, potentially. But that sucks, and I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, also, Blue Box is this is volume 5, selling close to 100,000 copies per volume, and I think it's coming out in December in the US. I know there's such a hot take at the moment with it being a shonen romance, and a lot of people who enjoy shoujo and josei, particularly the romance side, saying that it's upsetting that stuff like this will be picked up in English and it will have volumes pumped into the nth degree, but they won't see another romance shoujo series come out of Japan for a long time, which I guess I can understand. But I don't think that gives people reason to dog on Blue Box, and especially some of the female characters. But yeah, I think this is going to be the state of weekly Oricon for quite some time. I think Spy Family, until the anime finishes, I think this is just going to keep selling like hotcakes forever and ever and ever. Even Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 19 that just came out, still selling so much. Over 1 million copies, need 2 million copies per volume probably. Shock loss. And Tokyo Revengers is starting to go down as well. Not selling as many. And lastly, that I want to quickly show, I don't know, I'm not particularly interested in this. However, I still think it's really, really cool. Let me get up. Let me pause this. This is, let me pull this over here actually real quick. What am I currently reading? I've just finished Jujutsu Kaisen up to physical releases, which is volume 15 for us. I think America just got volume 16, but we're not getting that probably for a while. But yeah, at the moment, what I'm trying to do is read all of my collection I've got around 600 volumes. I'm around halfway through, and I'm kind of just picking whole series and just reading those. I'm going to start Death Note and Bakuman probably this week. But other than that, I just keep up to date with Weekly Shonen Jump. I can show you a bit later all the stuff that I'm reading. But let me get this up real quick because I thought this was really interesting. It just kind of shows you how popular, how popular Chainsaw Man is at the moment. It's a bit ridiculous, in all honesty. This is, it's weird that they've done this. This is jewelry inspired by Chainsaw Man. Now, I don't know the jeweler name, but I think it's interesting that they've made this little 1-minute movie video to promote jewelry. And the jewelry is all inspired by the characters of Chainsaw Man. But I think I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. I've seen official jewelry before, but I've never seen like a video and promotion go into something like this. It's like a power necklace, which is awesome. And this is dope. I mean, I don't think I'd wear any of this myself, but I still think it's cool. I think it's pretty awesome. Let me see if I can go onto the website. Yeah, look at this. I think it's got, I'll see if I can I change? How do I change the, oh, it's already changed it. No, it hasn't. How do I change the settings? I want it to be, I don't think I can do it. Hang on a sec. I'm sure I can change it to English text. Or maybe not. Nope, I don't think I can. No biggie. Because at the end of the day, I just want to look at the images. But this is pretty cool. And it comes in different colors, with diamantes and stuff, which I think is pretty sweet. Archangel, how's it going, my guy? How's Genshin? Yeah, stuff like this. This would have been cool as earrings. Not that I would wear them. Oh, it's pendant and ear cuff. I guess this is... What is an ear cuff? I don't understand what an ear cuff is. Is that just not like an earring? Well, it says ear, so I presume it goes on your ear. And this little pendant's cool as well. Yeah, I don't know if they're real pearls. I presume they are. I think this is the one that a lot of people are getting excited about because it's got like the little power horns. This doesn't, I don't think this represents her hair. This is a bit strange. I don't know what this part is. What's the stream about? No, I'm just checking it out. Just a few things that I found interesting on Twitter this week. This was just one of the things that interested me. Last stream, we was talking about loads of Chainsaw Man stuff because Fujimoto is coming out with these two books of like his previous works from when he was 17 to 26. And then we have Goodbye Eerie that's coming out sometime next year, and Look Back later on this year. And I was just saying how like everything, he seems to be going through so much at the moment with Chainsaw Man coming out, and now he's got this coming out. I thought it was just ridiculous that he's having stuff like this go on. But yeah, I think this is pretty cool though. Something that you would give to your partner. if I was ever to buy this, I don't know. I'd probably just, I don't know, just keep it in a drawer somewhere. So you just got off of Genshin now? Daily quests? Do you just play on the PS5? I presume you can link your account so you can play on your mobile as well, right? Yeah, I think it's interesting that manga artists can just escalate way past the concept of manga and just do whatever they want. Movies, action figures, trading cards, selling your own bidets and bathtubs, and even jewelry. Having theme parks and pop-up cafes. It's crazy. You don't use your phone for gaming? I don't blame you. It'll overheat otherwise. Yeah, Fujimoto's crazy. I've been saying for a while now that, not to say that he is exactly the same as Inyo Asano or Teru Matsumoto, but he seems to be that kind of manga artist that just keeps coming out with something new, whether it be a full-blown series or just like one-shots. And he's young. I think he's 29 or 30, I think, this year. I think he is. I just think it's interesting that he's still able to come up with all these new series. And just before you actually came, I mentioned about Inyo Asano coming out with a new series. I think it said it was his 14th one. Did it say 14th? His 14th series? Yeah, his 14th series. No, it's not his 14th. I lied. This is the 14th issue of Shogakukan's magazine. No, it doesn't say how many publications he's had. But he's literally just finished Dead Demons, did a Destruction, and he's already on to the next one. It's crazy. Yeah, Oda's obviously slightly different because he's only had one big thing, but still, the fact that One Piece has got to it's so popular now that it's got its own restaurant designed like the Going Merry or the Sunny Go, and you can go on and have dinner. It's just crazy. To be in Japan. Alright, I think that is it for what I wanted to talk about that I found on Twitter, interesting on Twitter. And now it is manga unboxing time. Doodle-doo. I have literally two packages. Manga. I don't know what they are. They've got any addresses on them? I don't think so. So this week I have two parcels. I don't have parcels every week. I don't have as much money as some people to spend on manga, sadly. And I don't know what I picked up. What did I pick up? This is... Frieren. Or... Is it Frieren? Frieren? Volume 4. I picked this up a little while ago. Volumes 1, 2, and 3. And this only just came out, I think, this week, actually. So I'll probably get around to reading this again at some point. I really enjoyed... It was really refreshing to read a fantasy series that wasn't just about battles. Although in Volume 2 there was a pretty large battle with a demon. But it was definitely not as action-packed as I was expecting it to be, which is a good thing. Mousepad? No, this is a... well, I guess it is a mousepad in a way. But I play Yu-Gi-Oh! The card game. And this is a playmat that I use to play on. To be fair, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while. But yeah, I used to play Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Vanguard, all card games. I used to play them quite a lot. So I've got loads of anime mats. This is my favorite one though, so I keep this out all the time. But yeah, it's pretty nice. If you want a mouse mat, the mouse pads are normally like this big. And then you can get nowadays what is quite popular is like a keyboard and mouse pad, which is like really long. So it's probably like double the size of this, and you stick your mouse on there, your keyboard. Yeah, super nice. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't go on for too long. I don't know if, actually I say that, but I don't know if it will get boring. I don't know, I'm enjoying it. It's just whether or not a lot of people will probably buy in thinking that it's a cool fantasy series and not getting that that action shonen itch that most people kind of expect from fantasy. But I'm enjoying it. It'll be interesting to see if Frieren has some sort of empathy towards her new comrades at some point. I presume she will. You love the Pokemon TCG? Yeah, it's pretty fun. I think Yu-Gi-Oh for me though was more enjoyable. But Pokemon's pretty fun. Nikozu, how's it going? Welcome back. Thanks for popping by again. Okay, so that was one package. This one is slightly bigger. I think there's 2 volumes in this one. Nothing special, I don't expect. So the first is volume 3 of Drifting Dragons. Born Hitman recommended this series to me, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. I haven't watched the anime, although it looked quite interesting from what I saw. I think it's on Netflix. But yeah, this one's really good. I really like the culinary aspect where they cook up the dragon meat, and also how else they use the dragon. Like they use the oil for ointments, and obviously cooking, frying, and stuff like that. It's just interesting when you have a world that doesn't have any superpowers or anything like that. The main humans don't have any powers. Well, up to this point they don't. They're just like farmers and excavators going out killing dragons and searching for resources and kind of just living their life, trading all the goods. It's just kind of calm and wholesome. Sometimes I feel a little bit sad when they kill a dragon. A little bit upsetting. Just got off work. Hopefully it wasn't too stressful for you. That sounds like a whaling manga. Yeah, it does. And it is. It's good. So far, I've only read 2 volumes. Yeah, and it kind of slowly introduced 3 characters. I mean, it starts off with a band of like, I think there's like 30 people on the spaceship. I say a spaceship. It's just a flying ship, not a spaceship, like a blimp sort of thing. And yeah, they just go around hunting for dragons and then just harvesting their parts, selling them to the local villagers and stuff. It's quite cool. There's no technology or anything. And then I got, there we go. And I got volume, I'm missing one. This is volume 24 of Nisekoi. I literally had I had some of this series from way back when, and I decided just to finish off the series just because I kind of had it. It would be a shame just to sell it off without reading the full story yet. And this is volume 24, and I need 21, which is also on order. And then once I receive that, then that's it. I think it's up to date. It's just a basic romance series, I think. And I'm pretty sure the main character will just fall in love and marry or go out with the girl that he met at the beginning. Like most things. Today was quite stressful. Oh, I'm sorry. And you're quitting in 2 weeks? Oh, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's not been too evasive on you. Sometimes I feel when people get too stressed, there's like different layers to it. Hopefully you've made the right decision and hopefully got something else in place. It sucks that you're leaving. Are you just generally not happy, or is it like workload and stuff? And then I had volume 4 of Our Dreams at Dusk. This was This was cancelled on me, I think, like a couple of months ago, and then it was out of stock for a long time, and then I managed to pick this up. This is kind of cute. I'm not too sure if I'll keep it, depending on how the last season, the last volume goes. But I've read the first 3. I'm looking forward to finishing this one. And yeah, I guess I'll give my thoughts then. It's really difficult, I feel, to give your opinion on a single volume, especially when a series is ongoing. This one's only 4 volumes, but I feel like a lot of people kind of just splurge their thoughts on a couple of pages or a volume, and I feel like that doesn't really, one volume doesn't always give you a good idea on where the series is going to go as a whole. A lot of people are quitting. It just shows that you're clearly working for the wrong company. Hopefully you have something else in place, because it's not nice just feeling that you have to leave because of either work overload or other colleagues, etc. Yeah, that's what I've been doing recently, because so last year I took out all my manga from storage. It'd been in storage for a good 3 years. And then when I took it out, I realized majority of the stuff I'd been collecting over the past 10-15 years was mostly just action shonen series and anything out of Shonen Jump. So I've been interested in collecting newer series. So I've had loads of people recommend different series to me. This is actually one of them. Our Dreams at Dusk is about a boy that doesn't really understand his sexual identity, and then he just surrounds himself with people who are kind of that same mindset, and they kind of help him through his time. Although I myself can't relate to him, I definitely understand what it feels like to be secluded in society and shunned by certain people. But I need to try and stay away from more action shonen battle manga. I've had a load of like not action adventure. I guess it's still fantasy-esque, but less battle orientated, which I'm still enjoying. And a load of romance has been recommended to me, and loads of one-shots. Oh, you're looking around at the moment? Well, hopefully something will fall in your lap pretty soon. And then you'll be able to save up money and purchase more manga. Okay, well, that was it for my purchases. That was 4 volumes. And I'm pretty sure, I think I'm just missing volume 21 of Nisekoi. And I think that's it. Because I said already that I'm 100% up to date with my collection. So everything that I had that I unboxed last year from my collection in storage, I'm up to date with all of it now. I've still got a couple of volumes on back order, but for the most part, I'm up to date. So now I'm at the stage where I just want to read something new. Hence why I've got a load of recommendations sitting in my spreadsheet, which hopefully later today I'll purchase a load. Okay, and just before I go into the purchasing, I just want to go over what I read last week. What did I read? What is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I read 11 volumes of Jujutsu Kaisen. So last week I started Jujutsu Kaisen. I read the first 4 volumes, and this week I've read the rest of it up to date up until volume 15. I also read volume 0, which I didn't realize that. So this is based on the movie is based on volume 0, which I presumed was created whilst Jujutsu Kaisen was being serialized, but it's not. It's actually his first work. He did a 4-chapter serialization. It wasn't in Weekly Shonen Jump. I think it was Shonen Sunday, I think he said. No, I don't think it was Sunday. Regardless, whatever magazine it was from. But he did 4 chapters, and it was so well received that he decided to continue the story, but something completely different. So like a new cast of almost a new cast of characters. But he used the characters from the first 4 chapters in Jujutsu Kaisen, and also when he did these first four chapters, I don't think it wasn't called Jujutsu Kaisen. It was called something else. Does he say what it was called? He says it somewhere. I'm sure he says it somewhere in the magazine, but it wasn't called Jujutsu Kaisen. It was called something else. But it's crazy how similar to Oda, who did Wanted, some of the characters that he used in that he then used onto his later work, which I thought was really interesting. But what a lot of people have been wondering is if, well, not if, but when you're supposed to read Volume 0, and you can read it at any time because obviously this was serialized beforehand. You could read it at the beginning before you start. You can read it probably at any point. It just it has 4 main characters that show up in Jujutsu Kaisen, and it kind of just enhances their background, so you get a better feel from them. Tokyo Technical School. Yeah, that sounds about right. I believe you. Tokyo Metropolitan Magic Technical School. Metropolitan Magic. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like magic. Um, when you have something like One Piece or Naruto, Bleach, even My Hero, it doesn't feel like magic that they're doing, more just superpowers. So to use the word magic, I think definitely wrong. Yeah, no, this was really good. I don't think it's necessary. I can understand why a lot of people didn't enjoy the movie as much because they were probably expecting so much more. I reckon the animation for it is probably superb. But one thing I will say is that I'm glad that they changed a lot of the character designs. Panda shows up in this, and Panda doesn't look as cool in this as he does in the current serialization. And also Maki is what I like about Jujutsu Kaisen when he draws the women. They're not as sexualized as in like they are in most shonen series, but in this one, Maki I don't think she wears any tights, and her skirt is a lot shorter. Not that it's that much different. It's not really fan service, but I don't know. I just like it that her integrity is kind of kept intact when he transferred her over to Jujutsu Kaisen. Is the movie good? Yeah, I haven't watched the movie either. I've watched the trailer. It looks good. If the TV series is anything to go by, it's going to look really good. But I've heard a lot of people saying that the story was average or below average. But I think a lot of people probably just assumed that it was going to be like a Mugen Train, Demon Slayer kind of movie, where it was just going to enhance the series a lot more than it did. But yeah, this was pretty good. I'd like to watch the movie whenever it comes out on Crunchyroll or Funimation. Oh, you read Volume 0 after you watched the movie? Does it follow it shot for shot almost? Because I find obviously what with most manga and anime, the anime adapts pretty much shot for shot what is in the books. Not my cup of tea, thank you. Well, I'm gonna go now that I've read the first Volume 0. I'm probably going to go into the movie in hopes that it will just look good. I don't really need it to tell a cohesive story that blends so well with what Jujutsu Kaisen currently is shown. But yeah, so I read Volume 0, which is really good, and then I read Volumes 5, 6, 7, 8. Volume 9 is on the way, but I read that on the Shonen Jump app. And then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. I really like these 2 covers. They are absolutely amazing. They look so nice. I think it goes well with the story. As you read the story, the first few volumes are really like calming. It's about like not demons, but like Jujutsu sorcery in a way. But they're really bright and vibrant. And then as the series goes on, especially with the the current arc at the moment, I think the front covers just show off the how not how dark it's getting, but just how crazy and what's the word I'm looking for? Just how intense it's getting. These two in particular are really good. And then I think Volume 16 is just the main guy. What's his name? Ghetto. And I think he just looks kind of normalish. But yeah, I read all those. Really good. I've mentioned before that Jujutsu Kaisen is different to the rest of the Battle Shonen series, where it kind of just throws you into the powers and doesn't really explain them until much later on. In saying that, the current culling arc is just introducing so many characters and they're just throwing their abilities in your face that you just have to read page on them. It's crazy. Yeah, you should read it. It's good. The Shibuya arc is going to be the next animated, or it actually depends. If it's another 24 episodes, another 24 episode anime, and then the Shibuya arc will definitely be, the Shibuya incident will definitely be animated. But yeah, no, it's really good. I can kind of, the way that this reads, I can imagine that the series was probably supposed to end quite soon after the Shibuya arc, the Shibuya incident. But like most serializations, once they get so popular, they kind of want them to continue for a little bit longer, like what they've done with Marshall. But yeah, I can definitely see an end coming in sight. But yeah, I'm personally not enjoying the new arc, but it's okay. Oh, Nikosi, it follows it for shot, yeah? Yeah, I can imagine that the fight scenes were going to be extended a little bit more. I can imagine they'll just put so much more Sakuga in there just to make it feel a little bit more flushed out. Which I think most people probably kind of came into the movie expecting just loads more fighting. There's always that one fight scene in anime movies, Demon Slayer for example, that just looks so amazing. Which is a bit of a shame because I feel like it sets up every other anime, specifically action shonen battle manga. When it comes to the movies, I think everyone's just expecting that one big epic fight. Okay. That is done. So showing off what I've read. All my manga purchases are all done. And just quickly, a couple of months ago, I opened, I think it was volume 5 or 15 of Jujutsu Kaisen. And it had, when I took out the Amazon package, it had like some sticky substance on there. And then there was another book, Sakamoto Days, was also inside it. And in here, you can see, I don't know if you can, is this the one? Yeah. Let me see if I can, I don't know if you can focus. It's got some weird sticky substance on here. I'm not a big fan of. But it's taken off some of the Amazon packaging, which is really frustrating. But I can't take it off. Someone's clearly enjoyed packaging this a bit too much. I know, right? But this isn't too bad because this is just the cover. Eventually, I think I'll be able to get it off. I think. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get it off. When I asked for a replacement, I was going to, and then I was just too lazy. And it's been, I think, 2 or 3 months now. So I don't think I can. Use a hairdryer to soften the glue. I think you're right. That might be the play. Now, if only I had a reason to have a hairdryer. Archangel. It's slowly coming off now as I'm peeling it. Luckily, the cover is quite tough. You know, the front covers are quite tough. Slow clap. Baby wipes. Baby wipes might be a shout actually, because it's like it's covered. It's like silky, isn't it? The front covers, so it might be worth. For my beard. Ah, nice save. Nice save. I think I have a hairdryer actually. I do have a hairdryer. But this isn't the worst one. So last month I also had I bought some manga recommendations from people, and this was one of them. This got put back, I think it was in back order for around a month or so. So I ended up reading the first volume online, and then I read the second volume. So when I purchased this, I got it out the box, and then I just kind of stuck it in the shelf, and that was it. Gooby Gone? Gooby Gone. What is Gooby Gone? Oh, scary spray. Oh, comes in little... You know what? It's on Amazon. And it's not that expensive. I've stuck it in the basket. I'll have a look. And then, yeah, I might have to use it. But yeah, so I purchased this. So I just stuck it on the shelf without me even really following up on it. And then recently, I decided just to flick through. And I noticed... I don't know if you can see, exactly the same here. The sticky glue stuff stuck to the paper. And this is the worst one because I don't think I can take that off without damaging it because it's paper. Shield the Fox, you're new here? Welcome. Thanks for popping in. How's it going? A hobby knife might be a good idea. I do have like a couple of X-Acto knives that I could use. But yeah, I feel like I'm going to... this is another one that I purchased, and although it came quite recently, I think I'm past the point where I can return it. But yeah, the glue is slowly... Even now, it's slowly stretching. But yeah, it's not great. Baby wipes, but won't the... Actually, in saying that, this isn't like cheap Shonen Jump paper. This is like... Oh, in saying that, it's still paper. It's a different grade of paper though. It's silky almost. It's quite soft. It's not like the Viz, like newspaper-esque paper. Apply lightly and rub it. Okay, so I've stuck the Gooby Gone in Amazon. I do have some baby wipes. I'm going to check to see if they're if they've got any alcohol in them. You won't damage it, let it dry? Okay. I guess as long as I'm not, you know, dunking it, submerging it in water and any sort of like liquid substance, it's probably not going to damage the paper. But yeah, this was the one that annoyed me the most. But thank you for all your recommendations because I had no idea how I'm going to get rid of this. I think the Sakamoto Days one, I could probably slowly pick at it. I'm probably going to scratch it though. So you don't really see it. So it looks quite clean. But if you look at, if you get it in the right light, you can sometimes see scratches on it. And I think I'm just going to scratch up this whole corner, to be honest. You've had manga with weird glue on it? Yeah, I'm sorry. We're in the same boat. You and me. We're the same. But yeah, I just wanted to rant about that, which is super annoying. But it's just one of those things. And here's what it is at the end of the day. Let me put away my Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm just trying to think what I need to read, what I'm going to read next. I think I'm just going to read Death Note and Bakuman because they are so long. I don't think I'll be reading more than one volume a day with those. They're so intense, text-wise anyway. Right. From removing the sticker prices, yeah, you get that quite a lot. Luckily, I think I've got a couple. I'm sure I saw one. Yeah, you get the ones that are here from Forbidden Planet. They're easy stick, but sometimes, every so often, you'll get one where it's on just a little bit too hard. But then they do just peel off quite nicely. But then you normally get a small, tiny indent where you're trying to shimmy it off. Have I read Fire Punch? No, I haven't. I initially heard negative things from several people about Fire Punch. And like most people, I interpreted that as it is a bad manga and I should never pick it up. But then I read Chainsaw Man, and I only ever heard good things about that. So I would like to read Fire Punch. Some people prefer Fire Punch over Chainsaw Man, but I would love to pick it up, especially now that it's starting to get more starting to be reprinted more. I would love to pick it up. But yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day. All right, I'm trying to figure out why this isn't working. Are you going to sign me in? Yeah. Oh, this isn't good. I'm just looking at something that I need to download, and it's... Oh, there we go. I'm downloading something, then hopefully it will be up and ready soon. Finally. Where are we? What's my favorite manga of all time? Komi Can't Communicate. I haven't read Komi Can't Communicate, although I have the first 4 volumes. Mine's pretty cliche. It's One Piece, for the sheer fact that 1, I'm old and I grew up with it, but 2, it is probably the only manga and anime that I've read and watched that consistently makes me laugh. And I think maybe just because I've grown up with the characters, that I can jump in at any volume and just start reading and enjoying. The same with the anime as well. I can start at any point and just start enjoying the anime. I think One Piece is probably going to be my favorite. Even if it doesn't end to how I would like it to end, I still think it's going to be my favorite of all time, I think. I've seen a few people recommend the Ragnar Crimson. Is that quite new? I went to my local comic book store and they had the 2 volumes, and that was it. So I presume, well, you can't always presume. Let me have a look. Is it? Oh no, I don't want to get rid of that. Gooby gone. Oh, it's got a fair few volumes out. It's got 5 volumes out. Volume 6 comes out in August. What is it? Is it just like a dark fantasy? It's by Square Enix. I do like Square Enix. They also produced Full Metal Alchemist and My Dress Up Darling. 5. I'll stick it on the list. You know what? I will stick it on my list. Ragnar Crimson. That makes 25 recommendations. Thoughts on Vinland Saga? I've only read up to volume 5. I did say I was going to start reading 1 volume a month. I am on June, which is the 6th month, and I still haven't purchased volume 6. But I loved everything about the first 4.5 volumes, which was the entirety of season 1, the anime, which I only found out was actually just the prologue, which is ridiculous. And I'm so far enjoying what I've read about the farming arc. I don't know how long it's going to go on for, but I think it's great. And again, like most popular series, I've only ever heard good things about it, so I'm looking forward to that one. Probably next month I'll pick up volume 6, 7 and 8 so I can read those, and that'll probably get me quite far into the farming section. But I think it's great. I love Thorfinn as a character. I love Thorkel. I just love how meathead he is. But he's also smart. He uses his brain sometimes. And Askeladd. I love him as well. He's one of those evil villains that you just love to hate. And hate to love at the same time. It's a dark fantasy at heart. Okay. Well, I've stuck it on the list, so hopefully it'll be good. But we'll have to wait and see. Alright, let me move that there. Let me just quickly close down all of my tabs. Ask a Chad? Yeah, he's the goat. I hated him at first. I hated him. Alright, let's do display. Ah, there we go. No, that's not what I want actually. Can I do... Does that work? That's not working. Which isn't good. So what we'll do... I think I'll just have to do full screen. Sorry, I'm just setting something up at the moment. Might take a while. Bloop. Do I need comics too? I don't read a tremendous amount of comics. I have someone in chat, Born, he recommended me a Batman comic, but I don't tend to enjoy them all that much. I'll read the odd series, but I'd prefer it if it was like compact, like a one cohesive story. Because Batman's strange. You could start off at any point from the old detective comics all the way to the new stuff, which are all like dark and gritty. But I don't want it to turn out to something like this where I have to, buy hundreds or tens of volumes or chapters. But yeah, I think I'd be down for some comics. You just started with Komi and My Hero. My Hero is pretty good. It does have a little bit of a lull, but it gets really good as action battle shonen series go. Thoughts on Blue Exorcist? I think it's great. I think it's really underspoken about. I think mainly because it only comes out twice a year. It comes out monthly, the chapters, and by the time the chapters are compacted into volumes, you only get twice a year, which is a bit of a shame, which means a lot of people buy a volume and then forget about it, and before they know it, years go by and then they have to catch up with several, and people just can't be bothered to keep on top of it. I love it. I'm up to date with volume 27. It just come out, but I love it, especially when it comes to Rin as a character. I think he's quite interesting. Heathen. That's a Western comic, yeah? I don't have too many comics, because if comics start winning, then my channel becomes something completely different. But you know what? I've stuck on the list. No more comics. I've stuck on the list. Born. Born, look. You recommended me Real, Bunny Girl Senpai, and the Batman Imposter manga. And I'm pretty sure there's another one here as well. You want me to take another recommendation for you? Another one. I'll take it. This will be our last one. Any more recommendations? I took, what did I take from your recommendation? This was a while ago. I took it. Drifting Classrooms, I took from you. I took that. But I'm open to anything. The only criteria really I would like is it has to be relatively new. So it doesn't have too many volumes. I don't want it to be, 40, 50 plus volumes, or even over 20 really. I don't want it to be too many, because then I'll have to try and collect a load. Ideally, I would like some one-shots, to be honest. I've been enjoying a few one-shots that have been recommended. Solonin Pink was really good. And I just picked up Witches as well. That was a recommendation, although I just outright bought that. The Walking Man and The Fable. Is that The Walking Man one book and then The Fable another book? Or is it The Walking Man and The Fable all one book? Ah, The Walking Man. 2 different books. All right, I'll stick The Walking Man on there. But yeah, I'm always up for recommendations. I'll stick them on this list. Obviously, can't guarantee that I will purchase everything. The Fable. The Fable? This looks rare and difficult to cut. Oh wait, it's just come out. April 2022. Well, I've just looked. It might not be physical releases, but it says it's got. I'm just looking on the Wikipedia page, which is where I get most of my stuff from. It says it came out in April and May. Volume 1 was in April, Volume 2 May, and Volume 3 was in June. But they could just be digital. Although it does have an ISBN number, but I don't know if they still do that for digital manga. Topics of the Sea. All right, I'll stick that in. Oh My Sweet Alien. Who's that one by? Parental advisory, explicit content. Archangel, what do you get me into? Is Spy X Family good or bad? I think it's a great shonen series. I don't think it deserves the hype that it's currently getting. I personally think that Spy Family is a breath of fresh air for what we've kind of been reading and watching as of late. And plus, I think because of the anime, the way that they've designed Yor being, which I think she's 27, so she's quite an older lady anyway. But she's definitely far more attractive than most other shonen females. So I can imagine there's a lot of hype around her being around. And also Lloyd as well is relatively handsome. And everyone loves Anya. I think it's definitely overhyped, but it is very good. I like it. All right, I've stuck in the Justice League and I'll put it who it's by. I'm just filling out the recommendations now. Oh, let me put who it's by. By C. Darky. It's a bit of a questionable name. Nothing over the top? Okay. To be fair, I don't mind over the top. I recently put in an order for what is it called? I can't even remember the English name. Metamorphosis. All right, I've got loads of stuff on here. Let me see if I just need to clear up my PC real quick. Right, let's pop you open. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to watching anime, Fox, try not to pick up too much, especially when you're watching recent anime, because it all tends to be the same. So you've got My Hero, you've got Demon Slayer. They're enjoyable. I think Demon Slayer is probably okay because it only has 20 volumes, but My Hero is still ongoing, so you have to keep in mind how many volumes there are going to be. I think they've just released volume 34. I think it's going to end on something like 40, maybe 45, potentially even more. So you always have to keep that in mind. I say with Komi Can't Communicate, I don't know if that's finished yet, actually. But it's currently on volume 20 or 19. But I think what you have there are 3 good shonen series that I think, damn, it's on volume 26 in Japan. That's a lot. And is it still ongoing? It's still present. It's going to go on forever. Yeah, Born, I've got loads of comic book recommendations. Right. Let me move you and stick you up here. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again where I buy all of your manga recommendations. And there's no better time to do it than now. I've literally got, 35 recommendations. I don't think I'm going to be able to buy more. I'm going to buy as many as I can using marbles. This is how I figured it out last time. I'll put a bunch of marbles with the titles of the different manga that I've got recommended for me, and I will purchase whichever one wins. I don't know how many I'll do. A lot of these are one-shots, it looks like, but some of them are a little bit more expensive. Blue Flag is quite out of print or hard to find. Drifting Classrooms is very expensive, although it's still in stock. Twin Star Exorcist, I need to get rid of that one. I've got Town of Pigs, which I have to get from America. That's going to be expensive. There's a lot of Haikyuu, it's like 40 volumes. I'm taking recommendations just because people are asking me to. I don't think I'm ever going to purchase all of Dick Fight Island. Why have I got that in here? Damn. Okay, so first thing I need to do is race. I need to customize Discord, Android, shop, race, settings. There we go. So add local leaderboard. There we go. Add names. These are all the things that I had last time. I don't recognize all of them. Let me, actually no, I should have kept some of those. Twin Staxis, Give from the Other Side, Drifting Classrooms, Batman Imposter. All right, so what I'm going to do quickly, I'm just going to copy and paste everything in that I have on my little spreadsheet here. Oh man, there's so many books. I'm going to be here forever. Can I just copy and paste? Copy. So many. Ah, perfect. I could just copy, paste. Ah, beautiful. Going in instantly. Nice. Tip to base all the way through. Bang. Blue Flag. Even though we're adults. Bang. Hunter x Hunter. That is another one that's had an abundance of reprints, and then suddenly the mangaka decided to come back, and now everybody's buying all the volumes again, which I'm a little bit upset about. Not that him coming back is a bad thing, but it just means it's going to be difficult to find everything. Pleasure and Corruption. Cross Game. I don't know what that one is. Real. That's the basketball one. Haikyuu. I think this is spelt wrong. Haru's Curse. A few people have recommended this one. Apparently it's quite good. Dick Fight Island. Oh, have I got this one? No, I haven't. What is this one? This is not on my recommended anymore. I'm going to get rid of this one. I don't know what this one is. It's gone. Alright. Good night, Pun Pun. Oh, I've deleted. No. Good night, Pun Pun. Ragnar Crimson. Voice of a Distant Star. I should really note down who's recommended all these. Walking Man, Tropic of the Sea, Oh My Sweet Alien. So 2 more. And Justice League. There's a fly in my room. Okay, so that is a grand total of... Right, it's not 35, but it's 31. There's still a lot of manga. Right, so let's see. How do I do this? Royale? No. Standard? No. Season? Local status? No. Grand Prix? Let's do Grand Prix. Let's do 3 maps. I'll purchase 3 books and maybe more depending on what one wins. If some cheap one-shots gets recommended and win, I might potentially pick up something else. But if a bunch of, like, for example, if Bunny Girl Senpai and Twin Star Exorcist and Drifting Classrooms all start winning, I might just have to pick one of them. Alright. There's 3 maps, use votes, and I'll do random for each one of them. You should probably use this to make more life decisions. Yeah, I think using marbles for everything is a good way to live your life. In saying that, I read a book once. It's called Dice Man. It's about a man who uses dice to determine his what he's going to do that day. he'll roll the dice, and then whatever it lands on is what he'll do. The only thing is he gives the options. So for example, he'll say, oh, I need to eat tonight, so evens, it's I'll get a takeout, or odds, then I will cook myself something. And then he'll roll the dice, and whatever lands on he'll do. But it gets a little bit more extreme, to the point where he uses it for dating women and other things, and it's a bit gruesome. Pretty hard to read, to be honest. So maybe using marbles to choose your life choices isn't the best thing, but it'd be fun depending on what you're choosing. Yeah, Komi I think will go on for a long time, until she has 100 friends. I don't even know how many friends she has at the moment. And the anime, I think, has only just enhanced the sales for it, because it looks very, very good. Right. Now, how do I play? I just go standard maps, random, done. Where's the play button? They've updated it, so I don't know. There we go. Let's do 31 races. And away we go. I've forgotten how to control the marbles. I don't know if this is right. Did that go in? No marbles are in, which means I've done something wrong. If I did start, yeah, there's nothing there. So let me... There we go. How do I get out? That is the question. Whoa! Unboxy, how's it going? I watched your vlog. It looks like you had a good time in Liverpool. How do I go back? How do I end? Connection, output, main menu. There we go. Use custom names, yes. They're in. They're all there. Ah, simulation, that's why. You good? Yeah, I'm all good. Just about to purchase a bunch of manga recommendations. Hopefully, if I've done this right, this will work. Maybe not. There we go. So it's 31 participants. So 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Let me just check on the... There we go. So at the moment, Town of Pigs is winning. This is going to be a hard one to purchase, because Town of Pigs, I think, is only up for American purchase. I don't think you can get it over here in this country. But it doesn't matter, because it is long gone. Let's go all this down this windy road. Oh wow, this is so far. Why is it so far? I'm going to be here forever. Ragnar Crimson. I saw this, as I mentioned before, in my local comic book store, and it looked interesting. I've seen a load of people pick it up in their recent hauls. And I think even if this one doesn't win, I'll probably pick it up anyway. What's not? Oh, Blue Flag, Blue Giant. That's definitely not going to be winning. Bunny Girl Senpai. I think that's on 9 volumes now. I think this is a clear winner. Oh, My Sweet Alien. Oh my god, there's so many. Whee! I think there's a clear winner here. Book Depository. Well, that might be a shout, actually. Where'd that rock come from? No. What happened? What happened to Ragnar Crimson? Where'd it go? Where's it gone? It's disappeared. Walking Man. It's supposed to be manga recommendations. You feel like you're in the bookies? Yours could win. Now it's anybody's game. Voices of a Distant Star. I don't know who recommended this one. Wait, hang on a sec. I thought Bunny Girl Senpai was... Oh, where'd you go? One just got yeeted. How did Haikyuu get all the way down here? It must have... I think it got launched by these little pads here. And it launched all the way to first. Well, it looks like I'm picking up Haikyuu. Which is good and bad. Because I hear only good things about it. But it's 44 volumes? Unless it gets stopped by the rocks for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Where is it? Haikyuu? Hello? I think the marbles disappeared. And yeah, I don't know where Haikyuu's gone. It's disappeared somewhere. But we're in the last stretch, and to be fair, I don't really mind who wins this one. Mungo Stray Dogs would be nice. Is that Mason Ikoku? I was Haikyuu. Where did you come from? You disappeared. Where? Oh, it doesn't have a name. That's why I couldn't see it. Well, that kind of sucks. Because I'm kind of excited that Haikyuu wasn't going to win, because 44, I'm pretty sure it's 44 volumes. Oh well, I'll start picking it up. And I think it's quite difficult to pick up most of the volumes. And I think that's it now. This is the last one. Winner! Haikyuu. Incorrectly spelt. So let me just stick that on my list. Where is my spreadsheet? Alright, to purchase. Haikyuu. There we go. It's 45 volumes. No box set, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately, I don't know German, so I don't think I'll get the German box sets. Maybe I'll just wait till the box sets come out. Or I'll just watch the anime and say that I purchased the box sets, the volumes. Okay, so that's going to be quite expensive, but I probably will only pick up the first couple of volumes. I won't pick up a load. You think my sweet alien got yeeted off the map? Most probably. Too late to add a title? You can add a title, but it probably won't go into this race. I'll just stick it onto my spreadsheet, and maybe next month I'll probably do the same thing. So if you have any recommendations, I'll gladly take them. Where are we? Haikyuu. You know what? If the omnibuses come, the omnibuses come. If they don't, then they don't. I'm saying that. Did the Japanese get omnibuses? I didn't think they did omnibuses. I thought they just kept reprinting singles the whole time. Next race. If Haikyuu wins again, because I don't know how to remove the racer. If Haikyuu wins again, then just the second place will win. Let's change. Let's change the music to something a little bit more fast paced. And start. So this is the interesting part, because they're all bunched together, and although Haikyuu was winning for the most of it, before then it was Ragnar Crimson. So just because you're winning doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win the whole thing. How long is One Piece? It is currently in English at 99 volumes. In Japan, I think it's 102 or 3 volumes. And I expect the halfway point, I think Oda said, was around volume 60. So I expect it to be 120 volumes, most likely. So we've got another like 4-5 years of One Piece. Oh, Girl from the Other Side. I really want to purchase that one. The omnibuses are coming out at the end of the year, but I noticed that all the singles have been reprinted. Cross Game. Hunter x Hunter. Blue Giant. Dick Fight. It really is anybody's game. Justice League. Haikyuu, get out of here. Tropic of the Sea. Some of these I don't even know. Oh, they just recently started an omnibus in Japan. I didn't know that the Japanese did omnibuses. What? Downfall? Is that about driving? Could be. There's Real over there on the left-hand side. Pleasure and Corruption. Unboxy. You recommended that to me. This is if this wins, this will be the second recommendation that I've purchased from you. If you Fox, if you have the Shonen Jump app, you can read it all, not for free, but it's literally like £2 or $2 a month, and you can read it, read as many, 100 chapters a day, which is pretty good money for value, if you ask me. You're thinking of selling? Is it not for you? Not your cup of tea? Pleasure and Corruption followed up by Downfall and Haikyuu again. Out of the 31 volumes, you'd expect this to be at the back, but no, there it is. These three are making it. Everyone else, no go. Girl from the Other Side. Is Girl from the Other Side not that good then? Because I heard good things. In saying that, I only hear good things from the people that recommend the volume, so the series, though. It only makes sense, really. Haikyuu cannot win again, no way. Downfall. And Haikyuu at number 2. Like I said, if Haikyuu wins again, then I'll purchase the second place instead. How? How can it win twice? Oh, Downfall won. Downfall it is. But I don't even know what Downfall is. Downfall manga. Oh, it's Inyo Asano. That will be my second work of his that I've purchased recently. Well, crazy that Haikyuu came second. And there we go. Downfall. Let me stick that on my recommendation list. Downfall. Inyo Asano, just so I can find it quickly. Great. I'll do one more. Let's put on Haikyuu's going to come third next time. Let's hope not. To be fair, all we care about is number one. Okay, this is the last race. Maybe. I might potentially put on another one. And start. Now this one's trippy. What is happening? Twin Star Exorcist, Haikyuu number one. Oh, everyone's going. Down the hole. Who's going to make it first? None of them. Who's going to be the first one down? Kakegurui. I don't want that one to win because those volumes are so difficult to come by. And also I don't like that the spines go black, white, black, black, white, 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 black, white. There's no consistency. My OCD can't handle it. Blue Giant, please win. Take over. Who's at the back? Batman Imposter. Sorry, Born. You're never going to get it. Pleasure and Corruption. Kakegurui. Come on, Real. Real's recently started to come back in print again. I've been seeing it on the shelves. Yeah! Kakegurui no more. Who took out number one? Wait, that was Batman Imposter number one. How far do we have to go? Why is it so far? Justice League. Good night, Pumpun. Nowhere to be seen. Batman will have his day eventually. Nah. Never. Oh man, this is a long one. Who's that? Araka under the bridge. Is that one shot? There's a second one here though. Voice of a Distant Star. Why has that one not got a name tag? It's literally anybody's game, isn't it? Voice of a Distant Star. They've all taken the boost. Haru's Curse, that's a one shot. Let that one win, please. I could do with a one shot. If another one shot wins, I'll probably do one more. Bumpity bump. Are these? Oh no. Oh, now anyone can win. They're all stopping. Oh, it's anyone's game again. Everyone's back in. Who's at the front? Drifting Classrooms. My Sweet Alien. My Sweet Alien and Drifting Classrooms were both. I took recommendations from Archangel. They're both yours. Although I kind of want My Sweet Aliens to... I don't have enough saucy manga in my collection. Wanigo Senpai in 4th. 5th. 6th. 7th. Oh, she's long gone. Drifting Classrooms. It's coming to the end. Oh no. Is there more blockades? There's not. You could be yeeted out of no. This could be it. Oh no. My Sweet Alien. Okay, Angel, you done it. Well done. You got first and second. Well done. I'm looking forward to some... if it's not as explicit as I'm thinking it's going to be, I'm going to be disappointed. Very disappointed. Well done. Let's listen to some Leon Cheng. Oh, My Sweet Alien. I'm sticking it on the list right now. Do I own Summit of the Gods? I do not. Would you like me to stick it on my list? Like I said, I won't stick it on now into this race, but next time I do this, Summit of the Gods will, or your recommendation will show up. I promise. I won't promise it will win, but it will show up. Some gorgeous physical releases. All right. It's in there. Reset. There we go. Bleach? Yeah. Bleach is great. I think a lot of people are struggling to get through the first few chapters because it's quite old. When did it come out? 2001, I think it came out. So yeah, the art is quite hard to come by. More wholesome than it is explicit. All right. Well, regardless, it's going into the basket. All right, let me just do a quick. I'm just going to do a quick tally price wise because I mentioned at the beginning of the stream I did win a poker match with my friends. Not a lot of money, but I don't mind sticking all of the winnings into purchasing manga. And depending, volume 1. I'm just going to do a quick Amazon search so I can figure out how much money this is going to cost. Damn, man. Volume 2 of Haikyuu is non-existent. And 3. Damn. Shh, boy. And 4. Sheesh. Volume 10. Sheesh. All right. You know what? Damn. Yeah, the first 3 volumes of Haikyuu are expensive. Yo. You know what? Am I doing more marbles races? You know, I'm going to do another one because I'm looking at Haikyuu and I don't know if I'll be able to purchase any of these. You can get volume 1, but volumes like 2 to 20, non-existent. But there are, this is just a quick Amazon and eBay search. There are other websites that I can use to try and find some. But what I'll do another race. I'll do another race and I'll see what comes through. At Summit of the Gods? I'll do it next time, I promise. The thing is, I'd have to reset the whole game again. And that was quite long. But now I need another song. Let's listen to... I've got the perfect song. Everybody loves a bit of JoJo. Start! Yeah, Haikyuu is out of stock quite often, it seems, but I will try my best to find some of the earlier volumes. If not, then it might have to come off the recommendation list, and then I'll just read it digitally. It's another Whirlpool one. Dick Fight, Haru's Curse, Downfall, Bunny Girl, Goodnight Pun Pun. Goodnight Pun Pun? Oh my gosh, what is this? How are you supposed to get down? How do you get... Oh, they have to go through the hole. And then they go through this thing, and then get shot through a cannon. I have no idea how this is going to work. This is trippy. What the hell? Did she make it? No. Dick fight. Straight in the hole. Of course. It's dick fight. Real. Mason Ikoku. Looks like I'm going to be purchasing my first comic. Oh no. Haikyuu's winning again. Where did Haikyuu finish in the last game? Well, it's literally anyone's game. Oh no. I say oh no. I don't mind picking up a comic. Oh, this is a short one. Oh no, Batman Imposter. Ah, Haru's curse. It's gone. Ah, Born. You might be Mason Ikoku. Ah, Town of Pigs. So close. I might just pick that one up anyway on Book Depository. Well, that was a fun one. Mason Ikoku, I'm going to stick that onto the recommendation list. And I'm pretty sure that one's regularly in stock. That was at my local comic book store. Yeah, they're not too expensive. Bang. Well, that is it. And sadly, well, not sadly, but the JoJo music goes on for ages. I might have to cut it off. You know what? I'm going to keep it. Just for a little bit longer. But I think that is it for the Marble stream. I had fun. And I think this will probably wipe out majority of my poker winnings. Downfall is a single volume. Oh My Sweet Alien is a single volume. Haikyuu may or not be picked up depending if I can find some of the earlier volumes. And Mason Ikoku is... yeah, there's a plethora of them. Have I read My Hero? Yeah, I've read most of My Hero. I think I skipped out a huge portion of the middle because I just watched the anime. But then I caught up. I'm up to date at the moment with the series. It's at volume 35 that just came out in Japan. I think we've got volume 31 or 32 that have just come out. There's quite a lot of volumes, to be fair. Well, that is it for the Marble stream. That is all done. Let me close you down. Well, that was a lot of fun. You guys spent all my money. It is that time again for the end of the stream. Thank you everyone who tuned in today. Thank you everyone who gave recommendations. Archangel, well done on winning. I say you. It was really me that won. Because I'm the one that gets to buy the manga and I'm the one that gets to keep it. I can say that you've probably read it already. But yes, thank you very much for all the recommendations. And thank you very much for tuning in. As always, before I end the stream, I always like to have a video go live, which I've just done now. If you don't have time to watch it, you don't have to watch it. But if you do, feel free to just leave it on in the background. You don't even have to pay attention. Just let it run through to the end. It's literally 4 or 5 minutes of me talking about the new series in Shonen Jump and how much I like them, what I like about them, what I don't. It's literally only small. It's just a video. Feel free to like it. Again, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm not your dad. I'm not your mum. But today was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll try and do this monthly. I just need to try and win some more poker games, because I don't know if I'll be able to afford it otherwise. Manga's expensive. But I think I'm going to have to go through the recommendations and see what is currently out of stock, out of print, because I can't pick up everything. I don't think I'll end up picking up Haikyuu. But nonetheless, Haikyuu, Downfall, My Sweet Alien, and Maison Ikoku are in the basket as we speak. Well, not Haikyuu, but the others are. So they'll be on their way. I will read them. And hopefully they're good. And if they're not good, then I won't take any more recommendations from you people. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't think I saved the... It should be live now, the video. Hopefully. Anyway, I'll type it in one more time. Yeah, if you want to watch it, feel free to watch it. If you don't have time, just click on it and just walk away. Go get yourself something to eat, some snackies, some water, go to the restroom. And by the time you come back, it'll be finished. And yeah, it'll just make me feel better. Anyways, I'm out. Thank you for watching. And I will see you all next time.